fell.
When Lucifer was cast down, it was instant and abrupt and total. He was cast down to earth to roam here until the end of time.
End of time.
So they just say, he used to figure as an opposer.
And is generally acknowledged to have been the inspiration for the serpent in the Garden of Eden.
One of the great stories in the Bible is Adam and Eve in the garden. You know, we have this picture of a beautiful garden scene, and Adam and Eve in their
I see you gather before me.
this beautiful creation.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited.
Good morning.
Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
On the tree of death.
And forbade Adam and Eve to eat fruit from the tree of knowledge.
Satan convinces Eve to eat of the fruit of the tree of good and evil.
You what a tea. My family finally left the house, so now I got it all to myself. Time to smoke some granimals.
Morning, egg.
It's a material world. You're a vulgar one. I see it in your face.
It's clear as the eternal fire.
I am doing good. Check your mic, it's cutting in and out.
My mic is cutting in and out. Maybe it's because I was listening to something.
Yeah, it was a little laggy, but it's good now.
Good, good. Fuck these bandits, right?
How high are you?
I'm so high. How high are you? Let's get higher. Holy shit, how did I do that? I spilled my sleeping pills all over the floor. I'm watching an episode of Ancient Aliens in the background, or listening to about Satan. Satan! What the fuck did you all do with my pipe?
Arriba.
Arriba, arriba! Andale, arriba, arriba!
Your ass today will quite it tomorrow.
Who says that? Where did my pipe go?
Arriba Godala.
Arriba, God Allah! Hurry, God!
The eternal fire.
I'm from Russia.
You're from Russia? Nice. What's it like? Tell us about Russia. Oh, I found the pipe. Okay, I found it. We're good. We're good. I got it. We got it. How high are you? That's the real question.
So, what's it gonna be?
Hard times will get in
Got a snake's tongue as well.
The fuck? I should totally be able to climb up that.
I bought Witcher 3 on Steam, and after I finish God of War I am going to go to Witcher 3.
You're gonna fucking love it. This game is an amazing game. Everybody who plays it loves it. How far are you into God of War?
I'll never come back, you stinking standing. Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
A little bit in. Last night I went up the claw machine after 30 minutes of trying to figure out how to get to the top of the mountain with the...
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into
What's the
theirs.
claw machine?
All right.
Oh, wait, never mind. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I got you.
I've got to boot them all out.
We were talking about God of War.
Join me?
With pleasure.
You'll get it. What level are you playing the game on? Good morning. How you doing, ZC?
Shut up and fight.
I'll slide you like a dog. Fucking me back!
Jesus Christ!
Keep it together, legs! Gotta get around him!
One level under the God of War level. I tried God of War but that was way too hard. You'll play through it again on God of War difficulty.
Oh, I just got my
Thinking I
ass
have
handed
give
to
blood
me.
Again, they didn't have enough for the test.
Oh no. Yeah, I started on God of War difficulty and played through 3/4 of it on it, and then I lowered it down because I didn't really care for the challenge. I just wanted to get over with beating the game.
Chase round him! Gotta get around him!
Mistake.
Fuck you, bitch!
Told you this place was good. Told you, didn't I? I feel for you, man. Oh, reminds me of a piece of war.
Yeah, it was like we never left Verk.
Fuck, I hate giving blood tests. One time I was at the hospital and they really sucked my blood like a bunch of mosquitoes.
Fucking vampires. Fucking vampires.
Oh, we can treat each other like the gods ordained.
I don't mind blood tests.
Hey,
The only
you look good.
problem I had giving blood ever was when I had to give my blood to the FBI so they could have my DNA in their database because I'm a felon. The fucking phlebotomist that they use, she stuck me like 6 times in each arm and popped both veins. The big vein in both arms. I had this fucking like my vein right here. It was a fucking lump like this on both arms of just blood inside my arm because she fucking popped both veins. Fucking bitch. I was like, bitch, what are you doing? You stuck me like 1,000,000 times. Why can't you do this? I have huge veins. My veins are easy to hit. A fucking blind kid can hit my veins. Let me do it. I can do it. She wouldn't let me do it. She just fucked me up. Fucking bitch.
Got some problems. Rather not burden you.
Like, I have big veins. I have a heroin addict's dream for veins. Literally. That does suck, ZC.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss? Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. Cleared some things up. As for Yennefer, well...
So you found her? Ha! Need to tell me all about it.
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important to take care of now.
Meaning?
Meaning? I'm looking for Ciri.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back?
What game should I be playing? Lisa, X, and
I wonder if
ZC?
I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
Where's Dandelion?
Have you guys watched the Witcher Blood
To know that myself.
something series yet?
Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just spell the return that you saw.
Blood Origins?
Expecting to come home to your hut like a boar in some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find
Not yet. Is it a show out on Netflix or something?
Yes.
I say we start on the ground floor.
They've got a few seasons of The Witcher, and they just on Christmas Day dropped a prequel series called The Witcher Blood Origins. All on Netflix.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits and my soul's yearning calls.
Nose is too small.
Aye, and the sword's too big. By the by, is that how it's done? Killing
I asked because they just mentioned Dandelion, and Dandelion's in. Oh shit! I can get my cool shit now. Fuck yeah! Okay. So hold on a second.
It's not quite right. But
Is it possible that Shamyaza and the other Watchers were extraterrestrial beings that gave humanity the foundation for civilization?
you gotta admit, he's doing it with gut.
And if so, how did Satan come to be so misunderstood and misinterpreted by history?
If we equal Shimiyanti and Satan, what we're confronted with here is a logic framework which basically tells us that Shimiyanta, Satan, were here to civilize us. The Watchers were civilizing they basically helped develop our skills.
I've had this gear since the beginning of the game and haven't been able to use it. Fuck, I'm gonna be brutal as shit now.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts. From the finest vineyards, every last...
How is Ancient Aliens? Do you watch
I
it in
love Ancient
chronological order or
Aliens.
just random episodes?
I've watched it in chronological order. But I think there was a time I missed some episodes. Because I don't remember this one about Satan. But I like the Ancient Alien theory.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry.
It sounds better than God's
God's triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
And there's no way that we could have ever truly known the correct translations of things unless we had people of that language to speak to us.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. No seen him this obsessed ever.
So what we
Seems
translated
we
Allah as
inherited this
God may
fine
not have ever been
establishment.
God.
It came
It
with
just
some
might
fine
have meant something like a
responsibilities.
greater being.
Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So,
You know what I
what have you been
mean?
seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting
Good
one.
morning,
The
viewers.
alien on the
Wake and
dollar
bake.
bill.
Yep.
Maybe that's him.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm
Woo.
counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps. Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the
Like
ones
we
in
know
yours.
aliens real, and the government
Should
finally
you?
admits it. They're like, they're not ours. They're not
Zoltan, wait.
any
This is in
foreign
verse.
powers,
And you figure
crafts
that's
that we know of,
unnatural because...
but they exist.
Wonderful.
That tells you aliens
Meet
are
me
real with
back
higher
here
tech.
when you're done.
Flat
Share your
out.
findings.
Right,
Flat out
yeah.
tells us they're real.
Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess.
All
It
those
would be
people who are
wise to
considered
read
kooks
your
who believe in
book before you
extraterrestrials.
scurry
Ha!
off.
Who's laughing
If you
now, you
need anything,
motherfucking loser?
we're next door.
Fucking sheep.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
It took them forever to tell us though, lol.
It really did. Probably because they didn't know if it was a foreign power for a minute. And then they knew that it could cause worldwide panic, considering the monotheists and the, you know, the way that they act when they find out their shit's not real, their cognitive dissonance, the way that they force reality to fit their perspective. It's truly sickening. And so then they would wind up turning the extraterrestrials into demons and convincing a whole mass of the world's population that we're being invaded by hell. And then everybody would fight against the fucking extraterrestrials when they're here to help us.
See what's inside. The limestone deteriorated already. It's not in its true form.
Right. We absolutely need to completely disassemble them. We need to dig under the Sphinx. You heard about the Hall of Records under the Sphinx, right? They found it. And as soon as they located the chamber that they've never discovered before, as soon as they found that chamber, the fucking authorities came in and shut them down and stopped the excavation and then closed it off. They've never let anybody there since. Like, they went there, they went with instruments, they found a chamber.
Damn, that's nuts.
Yeah, they found the chamber, and then suddenly the fucking government comes in and shuts down the dig, shuts down the site, and won't let anybody there. In the Bible, in Revelations, there's a segment that's talking about in end times, where ancient knowledge will be revealed shortly before the end. And so they're probably keeping it sealed so that ancient knowledge is never revealed so the end doesn't come. But then you got people like that group in motherfucking Iraq. They went to all the museums and destroyed all the ancient history, which is super disgusting. Super fucking disgusting for anybody. I mean, these things are artifacts that can never be replaced. Thousands and thousands of years old, tens of thousands of years old, millions of years old artifacts. What puts it in someone's mind to do shit like that is beyond me.
They block off that but run the CERN machine, which probably destroys the universe each time we run it, but thanks to quantum immortality we are.
Every time they do it, it might fucking create another universe in the multiverse. Running that machine might have created the multiverse. Because things shift frequently. Like, there used to be a free Arabian horse from Sony on Red Dead Redemption 2. I can't find anything online about it anywhere.
What if Inky and Enlil were twins and they come to be reborn by the ancient knowledge, but who knows?
They probably were. Enki and Enlil. What if you and I are Enki and Enlil?
Come on, we need another place to hunker down.
What if we are Marduk?
Maybe we ought to try the King of Beggars.
Look at me. It really tells us an awful lot about civilization as a whole.
Could it be that these ancient myths were actually describing the same creature, the fallen angel we now refer to as Satan? But how then did a creature who is so often credited with bringing mankind knowledge and
You never know, I thought about it.
become thought of as the personification of all things evil?
Marduk is my favorite of those Babylonian gods. Where is Dandelion's motherfucking planner? How do I read it? There it is.
I bloody well told him.
When we're looking at something like Satan, we're not necessarily talking about morality. We're actually
We don't belong.
What do I gotta do? Oh, white like yours.
Julia, and you agreed to pay.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering?
Do you think there is any way possible for a computer to decrypt Egyptian hieroglyphics?
Yes.
Close
Yes, I do.
enough.
I think AI, if you teach AI to look at languages of regions, and then
Vespula's got
extrapolate
someone else's protection.
how the language has changed over the years, then the AI would be able to translate it back to basic images and lines.
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration.
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You're
To
welcome,
think there are
lady.
men who'll help a
Will you suck my
stranger
dick
out of
now?
the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness. And you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you.
Oh, I know you.
Richard took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
So, he picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part.
I want to know how
this time.
Anthony
And
Stitchin,
no
or
more than a week passed before I spotted him in
Stitchin,
Harbourside,
translated
strolling with some trollop
the
on his
Babylonian
arm. 'Twas the last straw.
form text.
All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse. Then this.
Nobody was able to.
I beat him black and
He
blue
was
and
able to
threw him
translate
out of
them.
his ear.
How do we know he didn't just make up a story saying this symbol means this? How do you know anybody didn't do that? Something else I don't understand is How did a group of people in an area all come to the conclusion that this? So in English, how did all the English people, when they were first coming up with the English language, decide to tell everybody in the English-speaking world that this is a banana and you spell it B-A-N-A-N-A, you know, banana? I don't understand how a region
Not terribly subtle even for him.
culminated together to create a common language.
But what did he ask about exactly?
I don't get it.
Really.
Because if people
What's
were
it like at the
were
bathhouse? Have I got any friends
cavemen,
there? What are their
hunter-gatherers,
working hours? I don't know. Maybe
and
he's
then
looking to
modern
hire one for
man,
his tavern. Maybe
during
I've
the
got what we're
caveman
after for
stage,
no
they weren't
reason.
in large groups. They were handfuls, pockets of people. And those pockets of people, like if you can envision a family who lived away from everybody else in the world and didn't know anything else, they would teach each other what a flower was and what was edible and things like that in whatever fucking words they created. So then they came across another group of people who had done that same thing and created their own set of words for their own set of fucking things. And they meet this other group of people and they don't fight, but they want to fuck and they want to be friends and start a little group. So they're like, hey, look, you want to have some coffee? And the other one's like, what the fuck is a coffee cup? I don't know what that is. But do you want, and then calls it some other shit. And is like, this is what it's called. And the other one's like, no, this is what it's called. And they're like, no, this is what it's called. And they're like, no, this is what it's called. How did they come to that agreement? Like, okay, so let's agree that it's going to be called this, and then we'll tell everybody to call it that. And how do we reach everybody to tell them? I don't get how any of that occurred. I don't get it. It's really confusing to me. I've tried to rack my brain for years about this.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
I think mushrooms help humans come up with creative ways of making language. Also exactly, there needs to be a computer to translate it. Anyone can just say the hieroglyphics mean anything.
Right. Like, you see this little symbol of a bird, and this little symbol of a man? This means this man likes to watch birds.
Snake, but
No, that's not what that means. Who knows what that means, but that's probably not what it fucking means. Like, all the petroglyphs that they see, those are probably things that show people what kind of animals are in the area that can be fed, that can be hunted and eaten. Like, kill this animal. I don't understand, if it wasn't for extraterrestrials, the point of those Nazca lines. Like, that had to be to show people flying around in the sky. Look, we're here. We've seen you before. We have animals. Come visit us. You know?
Stop staring at the kids, you're scared.
Welcome. Do come in.
Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelions, looking for Eliel.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
I mean, according to the Bible,
You, Eliel?
Yes.
every person on Earth spoke the same fucking language for a long time, and then mankind was so disgusting that he destroyed everything, God, killed the majority of people, and confused all the languages so nobody could speak to each other again. So that it made chaos here on Earth. That was God's plan. That was exactly what God did. Create the chaos on Earth, confuse everybody. Why do people follow a fucking being that does that kind of shit? Why do you Christians follow a being that's like, you, I love you, and you love me, right? Go kill your kid, dude. Go kill your kid. And to prove I want you to kill your kid, guess what? In the future, I'm going to kill my own kid, too. And I like your group. I don't like that group over there because they believe in a cow. I mean, sure, that cow is the only thing that's ever fed them their whole lives and never seen me. I want you to go and slaughter and murder everybody. Rape all the women. Make them yours. Make them your people. Kill and burn everything else. Like, where is the love in anything people see in God? I don't get it. There's so much I don't get. And then
happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times.
God creates children with cancer, puts child molesters in power, and has all the good people slaving away for them.
Yep, exactly. If God is real, that's what God does, because that's all a part of the plan for
People
God.
just turn off their brains when it comes to religion.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do, and they're just like, oh,
I had the distinct feeling it actually comes
fucking
to
idiots. Fucking idiots. You were born with a brain. Use it or fucking lose it.
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick
Like, you
bird.
can't do anything
In
unless you
fact,
know. So why do they expect you to do God on blind faith?
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
Why?
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters.
Hi, Booger
nabbed
Police.
him
Nice to see you this morning.
Burned him at the stake in Hierarch.
Guten Morgen.
But as he perished, oh, the goings on.
Wie geht es Ihnen?
Impressive. Fiery
Air
beasts
Booger Police,
circled
X,
his pyre, then rose
CC,
into the sky and
Wie geht es
exploded
Ihnen?
to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid, sucks flaccid.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Oui, oui.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
Voulez-vous
you...
Why do
coucher
I
avec
dress up?
moi
As
ce
a
soir?
child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of
And all the animals who die horrible deaths at almost all times. Rabies, CWD, kidney stones, and many other cruel diseases animals don't death.
true
Nope.
freedom.
You know what's more fucked up is there wasn't those kind of things until Adam and Eve ate of the fruit of good, the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. Before that moment, there was no death, there was no disease, there was no pain, and everything lived in harmony, right? But as soon as that occurred, every single life form in the entirety of the planet has been cursed to suffer and toil and die in misery. Every single one. Because two people made a mistake. Everything afterwards, everything, all the plants, all the animals, all the people must suffer horrifically. So, if my kid grew up, had a baby with a wife,
But that mistake was always going to happen by God's will.
right, because God created the mistake to occur. God knew, knowing everything, that the mistake would happen. God planned
It
for
should have
them
been
to
me instead
eat
of selfish
of that
greedy Adam.
fruit.
How did God decide to choose that dude?
Right? How? Why? What the fuck? What made God pick Adam? Right? Good question. Because Adam was subservient. And you guys all know about Lilith, don't you? Lilith was Adam's first wife. In Genesis, the first chapter, it actually says, God created man and woman from the earth. It says it exactly like that. Man and woman from the earth. That's a man and a woman created from the ground, like only Adam is told to have been done. Then Adam was put to sleep, and a woman was created from his rib. So there's two women. Two women. One from the dirt, and one from the rib. There's a big segment of story in there that's missing. And that's something the Holy Bible does. They destroyed 3/4 of the actual texts and hid it from history, from the future, so that nobody could know the reality. The closest thing you can have to an unabridged version of a religion is the Quran or the Vedic texts in India, in Hindu faiths. Those are the best examples of fucking... Gonna load a bowl. Sorry. Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help. And nice to meet
Look at, so this man, he likes to dress up like a woman and wear makeup,
If you need new
and he's not
trousers or a
gay.
vest, you know where to find me.
How cool is that, huh? How forward of CD Projekt Red, right? It was out of thin air. That's all Satan's mission was. Telling this to people for fucking 25 years. Satan, Lucifer, light bearer, the morning star, the shining light. That to
It's getting cold.
give you wisdom and knowledge. This thing, accusing God, its whole purpose was to come here and enlighten and love and bring us to the light. Its name is the fucking light bearer. There's a fiction book. I've told a lot of people about it, and I really want everybody to read it. But I believe that, and I don't necessarily like to use this word, but it's a word that best describes it in our language: divine inspiration. There is divine inspiration in many places. You can have it. When you're talking about something, you're doing something. In fact, I'm having it right now. Okay? So, you get like the chills, tingles, excited about whatever it is that you're in the process of doing or talking about, which we are now. I believe that divine inspiration can hit all of us. It does hit all of us. I believe that we could find kernels of truth hidden in all things, including fictitious works, including paintings, including poetry, including architecture. I believe that when there's something that incites a feeling, that is a part of that divinely inspired emotional state. Now, in the book, Memnoch the Devil, by Anne Rice, a part of the Vampire Chronicles, there's a segment where Lucifer takes the vampire Lestat to heaven, introduces him to God and the angels, to hell, introduces him to the demons, to the past to watch the crucifixion of Christ, and tells him the story. The story, Lucifer's side of the story, Satan's side of the story, is a story that rings so true that it has to be inspired. We all know there's two sides to every story, right? Monotheists only know one side of the story. Even non-monotheists could never truly know the other side of the story because it's been erased to time. It's been erased by the creators of the fucking Bibles. So that truth is gone. There might be lost scrolls somewhere that still contain it, but they haven't been found, or if they have, they're fucking either destroyed or buried away in vaults somewhere under the Vatican. The records in Egypt might contain it, but seriously, get the book Memnoch the Devil. M-E-M-N-O-C-H.
I'm looking for
Memnoch the Devil.
I am she.
Read the book.
Wait outside.
Listen to the story. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you're like, whoa, that actually sounds like it makes total sense.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all.
Why not?
A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit? It hurt him much.
Will he die?
Don't die.
I have to go urinate.
Stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar.
That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat catcher will get well.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave. This one's got a fever.
Are you a wizard?
I'm sure some families have passed the original Bible down some generations for a long time. Alright, I'm heading out to give blood. Also, why doesn't God come down and say which religion is correct? How can you go to hell for believing the wrong religion? See ya at Circle Free, have a good day.
Have a fantastic day, and I hope they do it right. There's no such thing as an original Bible. Yeah, there's original Bibles, but still, no matter what, it's a King James version of the Bible.
At XECO 652,
there could be an original Latin, old-ass Bible that was handwritten, that's falling apart. But the fact is, that Bible was not even made until they destroyed all the records that said different parts of the story. Did you know there's a part of the story where Jesus Christ killed another kid? Did you know that? Jesus Christ, out of anger, killed another kid. He shoved him off a fucking roof. And witnesses saw it. There's scrolls of this that told this story. Jesus, on the roof, scared that he just killed this little kid who was his friend, ran down there, laid hands on him and brought him back to life, and acted like nothing happened. I see, he's okay. But the fact is, Jesus, out of anger, killed another child. Sure, it was temporary death, but the fact is, Jesus was just a man. He had some skill, some ability somehow. However he got that, who the fuck knows? Alien DNA.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
Just off the Alaskan coast.
What do you guys think of the...
Maybe.
Fucking loser.
Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See him later.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
True, if he didn't have his superpowers, then he would have been a murderer and everyone hates him.
Yep.
His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Here's this fucking piece of shit loser. So somebody on TikTok with the screen name GHJJBPNUKKU is one of my doxers and trolls. They've gone through and reported a bunch of videos like a fucking pussy bitch. Loser.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Now, another part of the story is, for instance, when Jesus was here, the story is that God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, that God is one and the same, a being that moves freely through these three things. These three things are, in fact, God. Jesus was God. But more than that, it was God's Son. So I don't know how that worked, but from birth on, the child Jesus was God, knew it was God, knew its father was God, knew that God created it, knew that it had godly abilities. It is God. The problem with that is, as God in the flesh, you are still in a position above and beyond the mere mortal around you. Even if you're letting yourself live a life of frailty, you are still above and beyond a mortal. You are still God. You know you are God. In order for God to attain a true human experience and know what it's like, it would need to not know it's God when it was alive. It would need to come to Earth, forget about its godly existence, and live a life with fear and uncertainty, as every other human being does. And then from now on, it could truly understand what humanity is.
Hi.
Hi, Farmer. You got here towards the end of stream.
Behind you, they your cleavers?
Away with you, vagrant.
I just woke up.
Hey, did you sleep well?
You want no trouble. Move along.
Oh, that really got my damn up.
Yes, how about you?
Not really.
Damn.
It won't let me fuck with these guys. You see that? That was dumb, huh? Let's see if we can figure out another way into there. Nope, not that way.
Up and kiss my ass.
Getting old.
Oh, well, another freak.
Some people are just fucking rude in this game. Hella rude. What are you doing today, Gary? We were talking about aliens and God and Satan. Because I was watching Ancient Aliens. Stream's about to be over. We're gonna find someone to drop you guys off at.
Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't
Let's
worry.
give you
I'm here to serve chambermaid, Molly.
a person.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that was
Next, Dad up.
Seems then that you share some
Let's go to that
interests.
person's.
But I
No,
shall
Queen
question you
96.
afterwards. Will you accept my
Moon
invitation?
underscore Moon 348. Queen 96 underscore Moon 348.
My maid servant. I'm afraid she's
Queen
currently at the home of
96
my dear friend
underscore
Patricia
Moon
Engelberg.
348.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us.
Queen
You could
96
speak with Molly at
Moon
the races.
underscore
Is that
348.
something you'd consider, Witcher?
Why do people have
Take
complicated
some
names?
sophisticated diversion.
Queen 96 underscore Moon 348. / grade Queen 96 underscore Moon 348. What happened? Oh. Raid. It sounds like it's a little kid.
You hit the chair! Auntie! I'm stuck in a holding session. I don't even have an invite. I'm stuck.
We raided a kid playing his aunt's account or some shit. Oh well. Support, support, support! Woot woot! It's hilarious. Alright, I gotta get dressed and ready for work. Peace out, everyone. Infinite love to you.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
Fuck your Breaking Bad. Fuck. Fuck your Breaking Bad bubbles. Stay.
You as well, X.
He was contemplating. Yo.
We've arrived.
Yo, what? My truck can't fit under this sign. Is it?
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
That's it.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
I have to finish this conversation before I can turn it off.
Chestnut or the bay?
I'm trying to end my stream right now.
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvrand's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
If I race, will I still get to talk to Molly? If I race, will I still get to talk to Molly? So either way, you get to talk to
not?
Molly.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Alright, this is the end of stream. I gotta go.
Riders, ready!
Entering rest mode. Peace. Love. Hail Satan. Hail thyself.